My name's Miss Ginah and welcome to my channel. Today's story of the day is Clara, the Cookie Fairy by Tim Bugbird and Lara Ede. Now let's get started. Clara, the Cookie Fairy by Tim Bugbird and Lara Ede. Once there were 3 fairy scouts, Clara, Cat, and Jan, who lived on a mountain in a fairy camper van. They sold special cookies, a fairy scout tradition, to buy the things they need for their camping expeditions. Clara's wand made cookies, tasty, crisp, and sweet, and Cat's made pretty boxes to keep them nice and neat. Last of all, Jan's wand made a special fairy bow. With every cookie baked and boxed, the friends were good to go. Then one summer's evening they were driving out to dine, when Clara's eye was caught by a giant roadside sign. The sign read, "Mighty Mega Wands make cookies with chocolate chips." Clara said, "I want one now. I can't let this chance slip." Clara picked the biggest wand and stood on line to pay. Her old one looked too boring, so she threw it right away. Garbage. But Clara wasn't careful, and her wand was a little brittle. She whooshed and she swooshed. It weighed too much, and it snapped right in the middle. The fairies tried to fix the wand with string and tape and glue, but not one thing would make it work. Now what could they do? Cat said, "Only one thing would put us back on track. We must find the fairy garbage truck and get your old wand back." The fairies drove across the land, searching high and low, till Jan saw a junkyard in a meadow down below. "There's the truck," cried Jan, and she gave a little cheer. "Let's fly down and look around. Your wand must be here." Junk. Unwanted wands were everywhere. The place was overrun. Lots looked just like Clara's, so they tried them one by one. The friends spent many hours waving wands around, but not one of them made cookies. Clara's wand could not be found. The fairies were getting worried. Things weren't going well. How would they fund their camping trip if they had no cookies to sell? Then Clara said, "Stop! Look down!" And suddenly it was clear. What the wands had been making was fairy camping gear. There were pots and pans, forks and spoons, kettles and cans, and guitars to play tunes. There were balls and bats, 3 fairy bikes, bright summer hats, and boots for long hikes. "These wands should be used, not thrown away," said Clara with a frown. "But if we put our heads together, we can turn this right around." And in a flash it came to her, a new fairy scouting venture. We'd move to the meadow and transform the yard into a swap and recycling center. Fairies came from far and wide with their wands unwanted or broken, to swap or make into something new. The center was always open. Recycle here. And then one summer day, Clara had a huge surprise. She waved the wand a fairy had found, and cookies fell from the sky. "This is my wand," cried Clara, "and it works just as it should. It's not a mighty mega wand, but to me it's twice as good." Clara learned to care for things and not just throw them away. To swap or recycle, if you can, is always the better way. And the lesson we learned today from this book is take care of the things you have. Don't be so fast to throw things away. Recycle whenever you can, because our earth is very precious. I hope you enjoyed the story of the day, Clara the Cookie Fairy, by Tim Bugbird. And thank you to all my friends, young and old, wherever you may live. Please share, like, and subscribe to my channel for more fun and lovely stories, and leave a comment down below. Don't forget to look out for next week's stories with Miss Ginah's Bookshelves. Tell your friends. Goodbye.